Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a tutorial with Gaming with Geksu, and today I'm Geksu with you, and we are going to have a little look on the comparator clock. And the comparator clock is basically when you use a comparator to measure what's inside a container and taking the output and use it for a clock. That's basically how that works. Why you want to use this is you can have a farm which needs to teleport everything up to your storage system. You could also have a farm which runs on a clock, and for that reason you need a clock for that. But let's jump straight into it and have a little look on what I got to show you. The first one we will have a little look on for today is the Doc M77 design here. However, this design doesn't seem to work in the final release of 1.11. As you see, if we put in a stack of blocks down here, it powers the comparator, but it doesn't give the observer block an update. And that is a shame. That is utterly a shame, because this design is so nice and compact that if we could use it like that, that would really be nice. If you try and modify it just a little bit, putting down a block which will give the redstone signal right in front of, you can say, the observer block, you can see it gives it an update. However, it only gives it one update, which means that the clock isn't actually working, and that's a really big shame, I would say. Let's grab our diamond blocks, we don't want to waste them, and let's get on with the next one. This design is made by the Mumbo Jumbo, the great and famous Mumbo Jumbo. It's a classic design using the comparator, repeater, a block, or you could use the redstone, and a comparator on the side to make the actual clock. On the other side we got a bit of dust here and there, a block and a torch to actually power the dropper. This design is quite nice. You can see if we put in a stack of blocks here, it slowly but surely makes their way to the top, go through the water stream, fall down to the end and get transported back again. If we fill it up with blocks, completely up, as you can see, it won't back up. And that is a really nice touch for your item elevator, because if you got a big farm with a lot of items, you don't want it to back up and your items will get lost or missing down in the transportation system. So this design is great because you cannot back it up, and that is always a nice. Let's grab all our diamond. Come on, get back here. There we go, much better. However, there is another design in the town. This one by Iskel85. Let's just quickly do it like that, so make it stop noising. This design is very similar to the Mumbo Jumbo, the one. However, it does not have the comparator at the side, and that is a bit of a flaw for this design, because if you got a lot of items, if you got one, that's no problem. It's even faster than the Mumbo Jumbo. However, if you fill it up, it will back up. It cannot for some reason work when it's full, and that is a shame, I would say. Again, it's a quite simple design. There's not a lot of redstone, it's not very expensive, but however it do backs up even though it's faster than the Mumbo Jumbo design. And what can we then do about that? You can build this little design over here. It's very similar to these two, the Mumbo Jumbo and the Iskel. However, by placing the comparator after the repeater and setting that comparator into subtract mode, you can create a very fast clock which cannot back up. Let's make a demonstration. If we put in a stack of diamond blocks, you can see they quickly start to dispense out and get dropped through the water stream back down to the hopper and make it back into the dropper. If we now fill it up completely, you can see what actually happens. The clock gets faster, which of course is a nice detail, because that means that your items will be faster dispensed out into the system. So that's always a nice little touch. And if we try really and push it to the max and do whatever we can to actually fill this thing up, you can see it does not stop working. So that's a nice little detail. However, what you will experience is that your output hopper down here, yeah, that will back up. That's a little bit of a shame, but I'm not sure how to fix that, so that, sorry to say, that's up to you. However, ladies and gentlemen, that was all I got for you for today. I hope you like this little design. I know it's not much, but I think it's practical and it works. So have you liked this little tutorial, make sure to hit that like button. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. That will help me out a lot. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, until I see you next time, may you have some very fun days ahead of you. Bye bye. A quick little side note before you go and before I go. If you stand more than 16 or more blocks away from the dropper, you cannot hear it click. That is just a bonus info in case you don't want to hear that horrendous noise all the time. But as you can see, this is the 16th block from the dropper. And if we move just one forward, yep, the ticking noise is back. So 16 block is the amount of blocks you want in between you and the dropper to not hear all of the noise all the time. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye.